Hi everyone, this is Yulianna Avdeeva here. Welcome back. I'm so happy to greet you tonight from Warsaw. And can you imagine what this place is where we are right now? Yes, this is indeed the Frederick Chopin Museum. So some of you might remember on our previous streams from last year where we were facing the front door of the museum, and tonight we are here, and I'm so happy and so grateful to the Chopin Institute and to the Chopin Museum that tonight's stream can be done from here, this very special place for me. And yeah, this is really just amazing. I'm so glad to be here and to greet you all. Hey, I hope that you all are doing well and you are having a good time. Hello, Stefano. Hi, Alexis. Was great to see you in La Roque. Thanks a lot for coming there. Hello, Jose. Hi, Hazel. Hi, Jakob. Hi, Navar. So this is, I hope, yeah, that you all are having a good time. I would be very happy, of course, to read your, that you are all well. That will be, yeah, it's wonderful to be back, and I'm, yeah, excited to see you all here. Hello, Antoinette. Hi, Royal Purple. Hello, Chopin Institute. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Stella. Hi, Marcos. Hi, Navar. So this is, of course, the first stream after our Bach project, and it is, of course, connected with also my performance here tomorrow at the Chopin and his Europe Festival here in Warsaw, this time at the Grand Theater of Warsaw, Teatr Wielki. And I am very happy to perform this very special piece by Igor Stravinsky here tomorrow, which is his Capriccio for piano and orchestra, which has been composed, well, finished, let's say, in 1929, and Stravinsky composed it actually after the big success of the concerto for piano and winds. Somehow the audiences were expecting him also to perform and piano, so he composed this piece for himself, and yes, he performed it actually very often. And yeah, I had a rehearsal already with the Sinfonia Varsovia orchestra I know also since many years already, and Robert Trevino, a great colleague and friend of mine, who is conducting tomorrow. And this piece is really something really very, very special, because it's so full of, it's like a kind of unorthodox piece, you know. It's so full of different colors, different characters, and somehow they are just coming absolutely unprepared all together, and this makes this piece so, well, capricious, right? Capriccio. So this is already the name of the piece. So let me say hello to Rolf. Hi, Anula. Hi, Annalise. Great to see you. So what I was so amazed about, because I was practicing today at the Philharmonic Hall, one of the dressing rooms of the Philharmonic Hall, and look what I have found there. This is a picture of Igor Stravinsky sitting at the concert hall of the National Philharmonic Hall in Warsaw. They have even some more when you really recognize the walls and the lightings of the Philharmonic Hall. And it is indeed, I love this picture. It is really amazing because it shows the Stravinsky's face, very childish, right? Very somehow excited. And I think this is a great, as I saw it, I was so inspired, and I wanted to share it with you as well. Exactly, the enthusiasm, that's correct. This is somehow very childish enthusiasm, you know, like this guy. And this is very much, somehow for me, matching with this music of the Capriccio. So the Capriccio is has three movements. But one more thing, the concert tomorrow will be also streamed by on the YouTube and Facebook channel of the Chopin Institute, also on my Facebook channel, as well as at the Polish radio Dwójka. So at 8 p.m. Central European time, please join our stream from the Teatr Wielki, from the Grand Theater of Warsaw, with the Capriccio. So the Capriccio has three movements, as I've already mentioned. And what is interesting, I'm here, yes. What is interesting about it is that it's quite big orchestra here. So we have many. We have even the Cor Anglais. And what is really special in this piece that Stravinsky uses also so-called concertino. So it means that there is a solo, the soloists of the section, the leaders of the sections, like the violin, viola, then cello and double bass, are playing sometimes in quartet. So it's a kind of very mixed texture here, because on the one hand we have big orchestra, on the other hand we have sometimes this kind of quartet sound with the piano. So it's indeed a kind of so colorful. So there are so many different characters here. So first, actually, Stravinsky composed the last movement, and probably this movement is also indeed the most capricious one. It also has the name Allegro Capriccioso ma tempo giusto. But we start from the first movement, because I would just be so happy to share some thoughts on this amazing, actually really amazing piece of music. So we have, as I said, a very turbulent beginning. So it says presto in the beginning, but the tempo changes here so often. There are so many, you will see, there are so many sections changing so quickly. So the very turbulent beginning sounds like this. So the entire orchestra, tutti, starts. So we have trills in the piano, and the orchestra is playing scales with crescendo. So it's really, and then it stops. After these three bars, it stops, and then the wind players play completely different. They have a different character. We have. Maybe some more reflection on this question in the end. Then again. And the second time, the concertino. So the first violin, the cello, and so it's a little bit different. And here we already have again this kind of questioning, and so the interesting thing about this piece is also that this is rather tonal. So the basic key which it all turns around is G, and in the first movement is clearly in the G minor. So the first main element of the Capriccio is coming now with this very special rhythm. This is the piano part, and the timpani is playing also in the syncopations, in a very unusual rhythm, and then the Cor Anglais takes over. The piano again. pa, 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 pa. This rhythm, syncopated rhythm is really very, I don't know, it's, actually if you look into the score, you will see that it's written actually in very, quite simple, well, simple two-quarter bar, but we have those ta, 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 those syncopations which make it so spicy, you know, so unusual. And then at the same time, very soon we have those small notes. It's maybe a little bit Baroque-like, which are already giving this different character to that. And already in the orchestra, when the piano is playing those in the orchestra, there always is. And this is a very important motive. So. So after this, this kind of maybe a little bit not angry but serious character in G minor, suddenly he makes an amazing transition, which is very actually noteworthy. So he changes the character very quickly. So. This section, this B flat major, says grazioso e brillante. So this is already something more elegant, and there are flutes kind of. So I have the piano. I would say I, not me, but the piano part has those. And at the same time, the flutes are playing. Also kind of more joking, more easygoing, and those ornaments in the piano. This is like, you know, some kind of, I don't know, some kind of completely different style. And of course, still we have even the piano part have this kind of pizzicato. Very so combination of different and then we have a new section with leggero scherzando with this music. Flute solo. So the flute is also kind of it's a kind of dialogue between the piano and flute, because it's basically having the same motive. So we're kind of competing each other. You remember I told you in the beginning. This is exactly this element which grows up from this contrast in the main theme, in a way, main section in the orchestra. So this G major is a little bit, I don't know, very carefree, very light in a way, somehow very, I don't know, very easygoing again. So again, new section. But then it goes more. We have more chromatic material here. Different wind player. Piccolo. So it's all a dialogue between different instruments, and where somehow, you know, in a way, it's at one hand the instruments are competing with each other, and another one, they're somehow sometimes a kind of they're making a parody of each other. Sometimes they are talking, so it's a very vivid kind of orchestration. And also, I think the interesting thing here is that it's never the sound here is never massive, although the orchestra is quite big. But I think the goal, or at least that's how I feel it, is that Stravinsky was really using different timbre, different sound of the instruments for different effects. And then again we come after this kind of waltz part, we have again this again this coming back to this previous character. There are some very for me jazzy elements here like so this is actually, if you look into the piano score, you will see that the characters are really changing almost every piano page. So you see, you have here this tira-ta-ta, where am I here? Tira-ta-ta, tira-ta-ta, and then we have so new. Yeah, it's like I don't know, like rhapsodic. But you will see why I mentioned this word here already a little bit later. So then we have a kind of recap with this main motif, and then it gets a kind of little bit wild. Before the very last section, which is actually a kind of reminiscence on the beginning with this. You remember this motif, and the interesting thing here is that he repeats this. So the piano is playing the lower G, the timpani is playing B flat, and the cello and bass is playing pizzicato. So this is a very tricky place, but very. Somehow also very beautiful, because it has a very kind of arc-like form. So we're getting again to this beginning mood. The second movement, all movements are composed in a way attacca, so there is no real intermission between the movements. But the second movement has already the title, not the title, or the description, Andante Rhapsodico. That's why I said rhapsodic, so you know that I'm very enthusiastic about sharing exciting things like this. So Rhapsodico is already here written by Stravinsky, and you will immediately from the very first quarter, let's say 8th note of this first bar, you will recognize why. So this is the main element of the second movement. This is the main element of the second movement, so we have this clear reference to the, maybe to some Hungarian. And then the orchestra replies. Piano again. The piano part is very, it's a big drama, and the orchestra is maybe more contrasting, more melodic, because although also here you see actually we have a kind of F minor, at least in this main element, And here we have again kind of piano. So even if the piano somehow arrives in a kind of more quiet, more melodical mood, still it's interrupted very quickly with this dissonance and then so again very coming back to this main this motif, this Hungarian motif is repeating very it's very obsessive actually, because it comes very many times here. Yeah, so this is this first part, and then it has also very beautiful solo of the concertino. Then the flute has a very beautiful. And the piano is having kind of very maybe more transparent, more airy, like a mood. Then we have this very, I would rather say aggressive section, because it's the piano. Yes, because this is kind of improvisando. Is always in the frame of the brass. The piano is playing, going wild in the improvisation. And then we arrive in this new section, which is, for me, also very jazzy in F major. So. Jazz somehow here, and this. The bass clarinet is also having some very kind of disturbing elements here. So this is the second rhapsodic movement with a little cadenza, with a little in small size, in the sense of size, with a grand gesture here, with a again, attacca, the third movement, the movement which Stravinsky composed first, Allegro Capriccioso, which is in G major, and which is again some kind of maybe more French-like fleur. Well, it's because it's so jazz elements, but of course this is it's completely, more relaxed. And he says sometimes in the score it's written leggero, grazioso, so it's a very happy, very again careless music. That there is a wonderful section where the brass is playing the piano. And here we have again Daraya. This is so full of different elements, and then we have something of this very lyrical. In here, so it's not only it has those, of course, this motorical, toccata-like elements, but also those moments of somehow, yeah, of some fresh air, and the violin, the violin solo is also playing the dia, very light, beautiful place. So this is basically this movement, which is, yeah, it has so much power. Yeah, here when the violins are playing the so it's indeed again a different type of material comparing to this toccata like piano. Then there is one probably the only serious moment in this movement. It's in G minor, and coming also very unexpected. This is already kind of coda here. This is actually very. Look at the piano part. We have double notes. Wow! Taka 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 taka. So left hand is playing actually the material which was playing. You remember I told you. So that is what left hand is playing. So and right hand is playing in circles. So we have. Legato leggero, it says in the right hand, and the orchestra is playing this kind of again very different music, and in the end again of course the brass is taking. This is becoming very kind of tricky also rhythmically because the piano is playing on. And in the very end, it's a kind of small reminder on the first movement. So again. So this is the Stravinsky's Capriccio for piano and orchestra, fireworks of wonderful, amazing characters, different type of moods, articulation. So it's a great, fantastic piece, and I'm very excited to perform it tomorrow here in Warsaw at the Chopin and his Europe Festival with the Sinfonia, Varsovia Orchestra, and Robert Trevino conducting. So please join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central European Time for the live stream of the concert from the Teatr Wielki, from the Grand Theater in Warsaw, and the concert will be streamed on my Facebook channel as well on the Facebook and YouTube channel of the Chopin Institute and on the Polish radio second station, Dvojka, but I am so happy to see you all. It's great that you are all here again, and it's wonderful to be back. And yeah, thanks a lot for the Chopin Institute and for the Chopin Museum for the possibility, for the opportunity to be here in the core, for me, or in the heart of city of Warsaw, because this place, this museum means so much to me. That was one of the most inspiring places which I have experienced here in Warsaw. It was really, yeah, I was so lucky to get in here to this museum right just as it was opened, and I have wonderful memories, very inspiring memories about this place. And I'm very lucky and happy to be here. So thank you so much for being here, and we will continue with the streams, so check this place, and see you tomorrow, and have a good evening or morning or day, depending on where you are. Thanks a lot for joining. Take care. See you soon. Bye.